Yeah, friends, uh, see here, instead of calling this function, what happens when we call this function every time for each digit, the function will be called. That means the control from this binary to deci goes to power function. Okay, so context switch happens for each digit. Okay, so then your program execution time may increase. Program execution time may increase. Okay, so if you avoid calling this function, then you can write the code in this way. Okay, so you can declare a variable. What logic you are we are using here? Each digit we are multiplying with the powers of 2. Okay, so nothing but 2 power 0 is 1, 2 power 1 is 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Like this, we are multiplying each binary digit with these numbers. Okay, so these are called multipliers, you can say, and you can declare a variable called as multiplier and initialize it to 1. Okay, so then when you get the remainder, immediately multiply this remainder with this multiplier. Okay, so then 1, the first division will be performed like this, 1 multiplied by 1. Okay, so then you have to generate the next multiplier. Okay, so that means multiply the previous multiplier with the 2. Okay, so instead of this power plus plus, you can use one more statement here. This you can avoid here. So you can say here multiplier, multiplier. Okay, so star, multiplier star equals to 2. Okay, it is nothing but multiplier equal to multiplier into 2. That is, I am doubling every time I am doubling the multiplier. Okay, so then bn is equal to bn slash 10. This is as usual. Only this change. Instead of generating the powers 0, 1, 2. Okay, so now you avoided function call statement. Okay, so then this way, if you implement the code, your program execution time will be less. Your program execution time will be less. Okay, so if number of test cases are so many at the back end, then your program completes execution in less time. Okay, so you won't get any memory out of time kind of problems. Clear? Main function doesn't change. Okay, main function is as it is, only this function changes. Okay, so what I do is this I can remove this. Okay, and now you tell me, can I write this? Can I write, see, dn is equal to dn plus remainder into multiplier. Can I write this in this form? Can I write this in this form? dn plus equals to, in previous program also, this kind of statement is there. Okay, so can I write like this? dn plus equals to remainder into multiply. What is this? Multiplier, no? Multiplier. Multiplier, reminder into multiplier. Even you can call multi also, mul also you can call. Okay, but better give full name so that the meaning is clear to you. Okay, so quickly let me just add only this function. Let us see whether our code works properly or not. Okay, now see, dn is equal to dn plus is equal to remainder into multiplier. Yeah, I have not got any reply. Can I use like this? Now dn plus equal to remainder into multiplier. Instead of writing dn is equal to dn plus. Yes, this we discussed, I think, in the last class. No, no. Kavya said yes. Kavya said again no. Two answers. What about others? Quickly, come on, friends. Be quick, be quick. You should be very quick. Yeah, yes or no, based on previous discussion. No, no, think of what we did in yesterday's class. Have you written notes for that? Somewhere you have copied that statement. See, some important points I am telling directly in the program. Nothing but you have to just copy only that statement and you have to write down something in your own words. Friends, remember, these are all multiple choice questions, MCQs. See the statement here. Just see the statement. Don't uh, give routine answer based on previous discussion. Just think different, think hatke and give answer. Just see what kind of statement we are writing and what kind of statement previously we have written. Why it doesn't work there, and whether it works here or not. You should be very quick. No, yeah, that's why you should sit with a pen and paper and copy these kind of important points. Okay, if you search in any textbook, these kind of points you won't find. These are all real-time examples, no? Okay, so when we are doing the program, we are coming across such kind of statements and we are testing them. Okay, so that's why immediately you should copy them. This kind of statement can be written like this. This you cannot write like this. So that whenever you encounter such statement, you can just cross verify it. Otherwise, you will make a mistake in the examination. What about others, friends? Come on, yes or no? Some answer you can give. What is there? No, 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 no. That means you are not watching the program statements correctly. Okay, you are also doing same thing as regular students do, just logging in and keeping the mobile or aside. Are you doing the same thing? Keeping the mobile aside? Right. Now see here, dn plus equal to reminder into multiplier. I said when we write like this, first this calculation will be performed because star has higher precedence and we also want this to be calculated first. Yes or no? Afterwards, it has to be added to dn. Has to be added to dn. Okay, so if you write like this, then it performs in the same way. It performs in the same way. So multiplication has to be carried out first, no? Remainder into multiplier has to be carried out first, then add it to dn, then finally store it to dn. That is what this works. Okay, so let us just quickly see this. Yeah, so what is it saying? Enter a binary number. So 1101 I enter. Now see equivalent decimal number 13. Okay, so here we can write even previous programs also, you can modify them. Have you observed this or not? I think I PDF, whatever PDF I sent, I change it like this. Okay, right. So yeah, once all of you, is it okay? Yes or no? Just you put some message, yes or no, all of you quickly, so that I can come to know how many of really looking into your mobile. Only one message to the right. Okay. So next we'll move on to the next logic. Binary to decimal, decimal to binary conversion over. Yes or no? Okay, so we have written program in two ways. Okay, optimized code I'm telling friends, just keep all those points in mind when you attempt your exam. You need to write optimized code, okay, so that your program executes faster compared to others, so that it passes all the test cases. Okay, so the first one over here. Okay, so now just see four number systems we have: decimal, binary, then octal, hexadecimal. hexadecimal. Okay, so from decimal to binary conversion we finished, and from binary to decimal conversion programs we finished. Okay, so next what we do is we see decimal to octal conversion. Decimal to octal conversion. Okay, so please remember friends, whenever you want to convert a decimal number to other number system, okay, decimal to other number system, okay, so just I'm writing here, just see here, decimal to any other number system. Okay, so other number system, other number system. Okay, so what is the logic here? The logic is divide the number or decimal number, divide the decimal number with base, with base or radix. Okay, radix of the corresponding number system. Okay, so into which number system you want to convert, then base of that number system you go on divide and get the reminders. Okay, and write the reminders from bottom to top, you know, anyhow. Okay, right. So this is the logic. Don't get confused. Once you know one logic, you can just go on continuing the same logic with the others. Only thing is the base only changes. Decimal to octal. Decimal to octal. Quickly, I'll give one example here. I'll take an example here. Decimal to octal. Okay, so one decimal number will take. What is that decimal number? Okay, so say for example 65. 65. Okay, so 66 or 67 I'll take. Okay, so 67 base 10, it's equivalent octal number I want to find out. Okay, so what equivalent octal number? That means what you need to do, divide this 67 with the base of octal. Base of octal is 8. So 8 8s are 64. Then remainder is 3. Okay, so then 8 ones are 8, then remainder is 0. Okay, so then finally 8 zeros are 0, then remainder is 1. Then remainder is 1. Okay, so write the numbers from bottom to top in this way. So what is the number you will get? 103. 103 base 8. 103 base 8. Okay, so this kind of calculation now we need to perform in the program. Okay, so your program should do the same kind of calculation. Okay, so are you ready with your notebooks? Are you ready with your notebooks? Say yes or no and quickly now generate the logic or write the program along with me. Hope this time you can easily write faster than me. Yes, yes, okay, right, come on friends, get ready, get ready. Okay, so right, so who will write first? Let me see. Okay, so just I am going to the next page. Next page. Okay, so here I'll copy the code. Shall I copy or shall I write again for practice? Yeah, you write. Okay, so Sagar, yeah, program to convert decimal number, no? So convert decimal to octal. Decimal to octal. Okay, so then what? Include the header file. Include the header file stdio.h. Okay, so then function will write afterwards. Okay, so first better define the main function. Okay, so you know main function already. I think it is on your fingertips. Okay, so what we require a decimal number. Okay, so then similarly we require a octal number, ON you say. Okay, so then you know you can ask the user to enter a number. Okay, so say printf. Printf, write down neatly friends, because enter a decimal number. enter a decimal number. Okay, right. So then read the number, say scanf. Yeah, we were habituated for a long type now. So long will take better, right? So percentage LD, comma, then yeah, percentage LD, where we need to store address of decimal number, DN, address of decimal number. Okay, right. So then what we do? We call the function. Okay, so this time what is the function name? Deci to octal, deci to octal. Okay, so you can use even small letter here, no problem. Deci to octal and pass decimal number as argument. So what it will do? It converts into octal number and returns that one. Okay, so you catch that in a variable called as octal number ON. Okay, so now you print a ON that gives octal number. Now you can just say printf equivalent equivalent octal number is equals to say percentage LD, then say new line comma, where is the variable ON. Okay, so where is the value in variable ON, then say return 0. That's it, over. My main completed. Anyone finish it before me? Okay, right. So now what we do, we define our function before the main. Okay, so it's a good practice. Now you say deci to, no need to write any prototype here. Deci to octal. Okay, so then say long decimal number DN. Okay, right. Now, so what we required, we need a reminder now. So as usual, just say long reminder we require, then octal number ON is equal to, initially you say 0. Okay, then now you think of the logic. Okay, so previous logic anyhow we have. Now what do you need to do? Just see here 103. Okay, so the first digit should be in a units place, second digit should be in tens place, next digit should be in a hundreds place. Okay, so that means each digit you have to multiply with the place value. You have to multiply with the place value. So for that purpose, you require a variable called as place. Okay, so initially is equals to 1. Place is equals to 1. Okay, right. So now you say y dn decimal number. Okay, so as long as the decimal number is not equal to 0. Okay, so first get the reminder, first digit you will get reminder is equals to dn mod 10. Reminder is equal to dn mod 10. Okay, so what we need to do, that means first digit we got. Immediately you need to multiply this digit with the place value. Yes or no? Multiply this with place value and add it to octal number. Okay, so that statement you write here. So I'm writing that statement here. So say for example, what is that? Immediately I multiply this with place value, multiply this with place value. Okay, so then I add it to octal number, so that I can write a statement like this: ON plus is equal to ON plus equal to. Can I write like this? Yes, we can write. Okay, so it is ON is equal to ON plus reminder into place value. Okay, so then what you need to do, you have to get the next place value. Okay, so say place value or place is equal to star equals to 10. You can say multiply each place value by 10. Okay, so then what you need to do, reduce the decimal number to next remaining digit. So dn slash equals to 10. That's it. Close the loop. Then return. Which number you need to return? Return octal number. Okay, so close the function. Over. Anyone finishes before me? Yes. Did you write? Did you write, or any difficulty have you encountered? Yes, friends, quickly. It should be very fast. Yeah, I think red color, is it clear or shall I make it to black only? Over my function over. Okay, so I'm copying this code into my online compiler. Okay, so let me see the output of this code. Okay, so just I'll copy this. Yeah, this is our multiplier. Yes. Yes, friends, I got my code onto the online compiler. Okay, right? Have you finished or not? Have you finished or not? So I am going with the execution. So enter a decimal number. So example code what we have written 67. In example, we enter a number 67. No? Equivalent octal number 67. What happened? Yeah, here we made a mistake. Can you just guess what mistake we made? Can you guess what mistake we made? Equivalent octal number also place. Yeah, place. What is happening in our case? What is the example? Just look into our, yeah, 67, no? 67. Okay, so 67 means what is happening? Just look into the code. Okay, so first, just try to analyze the code so that you can make corrections if any logic errors are there. Okay, right. Place value is equal to 1 here. Okay, so while dn means 67, reminder is equal to 67 mod 10 we did. Yes, actually we need to divide this with 8. Yes or no? You need to divide the given number with the base of the corresponding system. You should divide with the 8. Okay, so there we have written 10. That's why we are unable to get the answer. But remaining everything as it is. Okay, so I expected at least one of you will identify the error. Okay, right. Let us see execution. Just let us see the execution. Yeah, enter a decimal number 67 will enter this time. Okay, so we'll pray the God. Okay, so get correct answer. Yeah, 63 we got. Equivalent octal number 63. Yes, actually we did mathematical calculation wrong. So again there is some problem. Yeah, we look into the code. Don't worry. Okay, so this way you can rectify the code. Now what happens? Just let us see. 67. 67 mod 8. So what you will get? Remainder 3 you will get here. Okay. So that you are multiplying 3 multiplied with 1. 3 ones are 3. Then you are adding it to 0. Okay. So 0 plus 3 is 3 you got here. Okay. So then place value will become 10 here. 1 into 10, it will become 10. So then dn slash is equal to 10 we did here. Again a mistake. So here actually you need to divide this with the 8, no? So that's why again we got the wrong answer. Okay. So that's how you can correct. Right. Exactly. Abhinash has given. Yeah, he is very keen, I think. Okay. Very good, Abhinash. Thank you. So dn slash is equal to 8. Okay. So don't get annoyed, friends. Panic. Okay, so when you get wrong answer, you should not get panic, and you have to look into statement by statement why it is happening. Then you can come to know exactly, you will land to a place where there is an error. Okay, right. This time again, I am running the code. So 67. Yes, 103. Yeah, finally we got. Okay, so it is matching with our mathematical answer 103 base 8. Okay, so that means our program is working fine. Now it is giving correct answer. Okay, so now you give one number so that I can test mathematically. You work out on paper and you can just give me a number. Otherwise, I enter some number and mathematically it is correct or not. You work out on paper. Please, friends, you need to work out on paper and cross check with your program. Okay, that answer and this answer, whatever the program gives as output is not correct always. Please remember. Okay, so you have to make your program to give the correct output. You have to write a program such that it gives the correct output. Something it is printing means that is not the correct output. Please remember, like we first time we got 67 itself, next time 63, and then finally we got 103. Okay, so don't be happy with the first time when you write a program and got some answer. Okay, so check out whether it is correct answer or not. Right. So I am entering some number 2, 3, 4, or 5 something I enter. Let us just check out. Equivalent to octal number is 352 I got. Okay, so you please work out mathematically and just tell me whether it is correct or not. Okay, quick, quick, quick. You should be very quick. A pen and paper you have to use. Don't use calculators. Calculator if you use, you will never get. Okay, right. Yeah, 352 correct. Yes or no? Yes or no? Not getting calculations. You should be very fast. That's what aptitude practice needs. Need to practice aptitude questions. Faster calculation, shortcuts. You need. Yeah. Any answer? No one. You're not doing. Sagar, you logged into this on mobile and another device. Can you log out from one device? Sagar. Yeah, what happened, friends? 350 to correct or not? You are not giving any answer. So we have 3 minutes. Yes, correct. Kavya, even correct. Okay. You did, Kavya? Division you performed.